Hello students, today we will start with chapter number 1. Chapter is Economic Geography, its definition and subject matter. This is the topic for today's class. Economic Geography, its definition and subject matter. Before going to the topic, we have to know what is geography and what are the division of geography, that means branches of geography. Because we are going to study the one of the small part of geography, that is economic geography. It is a part of human geography. So before going to economic geography, we have to know what is human geography, what is physical geography. So we have already studied in class 8, class 7 what geography is. Geography, it comes from two Greek words. Geo, it means art, and graphy means study. That means study of the art is geography. So geography, it includes both human part as well as both physical part. So see, the two main branch of geography is physical geography, and one more branch of geography is human geography. That means physical geography, this part of geography studies about the physical world. That means it studies about hill, mountains, climate, atmosphere, as well as oceans, seas, etc. And human geography, it studies about the human and earth relationship, how human being impacts on the environment, how human being develop their construction. These are all studied in human geography. That means it studies human and earth relationship. So you have seen here some of the sub branches of physical geography. Physical geography, it basically have four sub branches. First one is geomorphology. You see the terminology, geomorphology. See, geomorphology, see, we can divide it into two parts, three parts. Geo means art, morpho it means form, and logy means study. Geo means art. So see the terminology, geomorphology, that means study of the earth's form, that is geomorphology. It studies about hill, it studies about mountains, it studies about plain, it studies about plateaus, it studies about the river, it studies about the bottom topography of the ocean, how ocean bottom part of the ocean is constituted. All study is included in geomorphology. It studies about shape and form of the earth's surface. Next is climatology. See the terminology, climatology, that means logy means study, climate means the weathering condition of the environment. That means the study of our atmosphere is called climatology. Next is see oceanography. See the terminology, ocean and graphy. Study of the ocean and seas, water portion of the earth is oceanography. Next you see biogeography. Bio means biotic part of the earth, that means plants, animals, and microorganisms. And study of this biotic part is included biogeography. Okay, this studies about the biotic part of the environment. That means you see here you have studied before lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. These are the four part. It's given different name in geography. See, geomorphology, it studies art form. That means it studies lithosphere. Climatology, it studies about the atmosphere. Oceanography, it studies about the hydrosphere. And biogeography, it studies about the biosphere, biotic part of the environment. Okay, these are the four sub branches of physical geography. Next, see human geography. Human geography means, as I told you, it studies about the relationship between man and the environment, man and the earth. Okay, so human geography also have some sub branches. So many sub branches are there. No need to study all the sub branches, but you have to know these sub branches. Basically, main sub branch. First one, economic geography. This is the main point or topic for our study. Economic geography, its definition and subject matter. So, economic geography, it studies about the economic part of the human earth relationship. Economic part means it studies about industry, it studies about the agriculture, it studies about the mining, it studies about the different types of human activities. These are the economic part, from where we are getting money, we are earning money from economic part. So it studies about the economic part of the human earth relationship. Next is the socio-cultural geography. It is also a part of human geography. Socio-cultural geography, it studies about the society and its culture, its religion, its caste, its races. These are the subject matter of social cultural geography. What are the festival celebrated by the human beings, and what are the dress habit, what are the food habit. These are all included in social cultural geography. Okay, next is population and settlement geography. Both are two separate thing. Population, population of a particular area, like population of Europe, population of Africa, population of Asia. These are included in population geography, as well as settlement geography. In river valley areas, people build how, what type of houses. In hilly areas, what type of houses people basically build. These are all included in population and settlement geography. Next, medical geography is the newly introduced term. Medical geography, the health of a particular area, the health of a people, health of people are basically related to geography. Geography wise, the disease are also varies, the viruses are also varies. So these are also a subject matter of economy or human geography. So it have given a particular name, that is medical geography. This is the simple like explanation of geography and its branches and sub branches. These are the sub branches. These are called sub branches, and these two are the main branches of geography. Now, what type of question you may ask in the exam? This is the main thing. The main question you may ask, like I have given one like example here. This type of MCQ you may ask in the exam, or 1 mark or 2 mark question you may ask. So see the MCQ, the question: economic geography is a sub branch of which of the following branch of geography? That means economic geography included in which of the following branch of geography? This is the branch, these two are the branch, and these are the sub branch. So economic geography is a sub branch of human geography. It is given here. The geomorphology first option, physical geography second option, human geography third option, and D is climatology. So what will be the correct answer? Human geography will be the correct answer. Economic geography is a sub branch of human geography. Same like that, you may ask, climatology is a sub branch of which branch of geography, or which part of geography? It will be part of physical geography. Okay. Okay. Now we'll discuss the definition of economic geography. So first point, the definition of economic geography. See, you can see in the board, you have to write the definition in exact way. If you ask what is the definition of economic geography, then you have to write exactly. But if you are asked what do you mean by economic geography, you can write your own whatever you have understood from this definition. You see the exact definition of economic geography here: the branch of geography in which the study of human activities relating to the production, distribution, consumption and exchange of resources is done with respect to space and time is called economic geography. This is the exact definition of economic geography, and it was given by a scholar, that was George Sisson. And according, you see, it's written here, you have to know the name of the father of the economic geography. As like father of geography is Eratosthenes, and same like that, father of economic geography is George Sisson. You see the name George Sisson. This one, the father of economic geography. With him, two other economic geographer who have contributed a lot in economic geography. You can write the name of these two geographer, that is C.F. Jones and G.G. Darkenwald. These two are the main economic geographer who have contributed a lot in economic geography. So this is the definition, and the father of economic geography, that is George Sisson, and the two important economic geographer, that is C.F. Jones and G.G. Darkenwald. This is one topic, and next topic will go to the subject matter of economic geography. If you like think about subject matter, that means what we used to study in that particular subject. That means in economic geography, what we will study? We will study about economic activities of human being, which are relating to some points, relating to some activities. These are main subject matter. That means subject matter of economic geography is production of resources. This is the one of the subject matter of economic geography. We'll study the production of resources in economic geography. Second one, that is distribution of resources. We'll study distribution of resources in different parts of the world. It is not same everywhere. It is varies with the space as well as with the time. So this distribution we'll discuss in economic geography. Next subject matter of economic geography is consumption of resources. We are consuming the natural resources. This consumption is also a subject matter of economic geography. How we are consuming the resources. All the countries of the world are not consuming these natural resources equally. Some of them are like using very rapidly, some of them are using very slow, some of them are using very high amount, and some of them are using very low amount. This is the consumption of natural resources. Some of them are using it 3-4 times, some of them are using it 1 time. These are also the subject matter of economic geography. Next one more is there, that is exchange of resources. It also includes exchange means transportation from one part to another part. These are also subject matter of economic geography. So don't be confused with the subject matter. Subject matter is nothing but the what we used to study in that particular subject. These are the subject matter. In economic geography, we will only discuss about distribution, production, consumption, and exchange of resources. These are the main subject matter of economic geography. You can explain this point, and I will give the notes, and you have to explain this points because subject matter of economy it will carry 2-3 marks. So you have to explain this point. Next, this topic is finished. So we'll go to the next topic, that is scope of economic geography. Scope and subject matter, they have a little bit variation. Scope means what basically includes in studying in a particular subject, that is scope. It includes all other subjects also, its relation with other subject, its nature, all are included in scope. See, economic geography, its scope basically relate with 5 questions. That means first question is where this economic activities is happening. First question, the scope of economic geography basically relate with 4-5 questions. First question is the economic activity is happening, where it is happening, where, with the question where. Second is what is the character of this activity, what type of economic activity is happening in this particular place. So economic activities is varies in some areas. There, like in India, if you see in Assam, what type of economic activity basically done? Basically the agriculture. But in Maharashtra, what type of economic activity? Basically the oil mining or the transportation. This type of economic activities is done. So the second question is related with what are the characteristics of this economic activity which are happening in a particular place. Next, you see what are the relation of this economic activity with other phenomena or other activity. So for transportation, it should have mining activities, it should have industrial activities. That means one economic activities have relation with other economic activity. We have to know what are the relationship between one economic activity with other economic activity. These are also scope of economic geography. Next, see why this activity is happening in that particular area. One economic activity is happening in our area, why it is happening here, why it is not happening somewhere else. So these are also a subject matter, that means scope of economic geography. It also includes in study of economic geography. That means agriculture is happening in Assam. Why agriculture? Assamese people are basically engaged with agriculture. Why agriculture? Why these people are engaging with this agriculture activity? Because our land is fertile land. We have Brahmaputra river and we are living in Brahmaputra valley area. So valley area is fertile land and its climate is suitable for rice cultivation. So we are engaged with rice cultivation. This is simple. So this is also a scope of economic geography. Next is question number 5. So this activity, why it is happening here, why it's not happening in other parts of the country. This is also a scope of what is called economic geography. It is happening here, why it's not happening in somewhere else. Why Assam is famous for agriculture, why Delhi is not famous for agriculture. This is the difference. These differences are basically studied in economic geography. So this is the scope of economic geography. We have started with the definition of economic geography. I have given the definition, basically the branch of geography in which study of human activities relating to the production, distribution, consumption of exchange is done with respect to space and time is called economic geography. Is father of economic geography, George Sisson. Then two important economic geographer during George Sisson, that was C.F. Jones and G.G. Turkenwald. These are the subject matter of economic geography. It's relate with what? Subject matter is basically relate with four points, that is production, consumption of resources, distribution of resources, and exchange of resources, which you have got in definition. Next, scope of economic geography is related with 5 questions, and this 5 question is basically includes in scope of economic geography. So you go through the book and you study in the book, then you will understand this topic very well. If you have any confusion, you can ask me. Okay, thank you.